The Southern Poverty Law Center is reminding us, and there was a great thread by Sun Lee over at Democratic Underground pointing this out, and thanks for the tip on that. Although I try to keep up with what Southern Poverty Law Center is doing, because they're doing just great work, that we're not paying attention to white right-wing terrorists in the United States. And they actually represent the greatest threat to this country right now. If you measure the number of people who've been killed by terrorists in the last 20 years, the majority have been right-wing terrorists. And so they posted this link, and a few of them, like August 12th, 2017, James Alex Fields, 20, of Maumee, Ohio, was arrested in Charlottesville, Virginia, after driving his car at a high rate of speed into a crowd of counter-protesters. He's, of course, the one who killed Heather Heyer. Jerry Drake Varnell, 23, of Sarah, Oklahoma. This was on August 12th of last year, the same day, is arrested after a months-long investigation by federal agents after he attempted to remotely detonate what he thought was a 1,000-pound vehicular bomb outside the Bank First building in downtown Oklahoma City. Varnell had expressed sympathy for so-called 3% ideology and wanted to start the next revolution. He said, "I'm out for blood," to an FBI informant. May 26th of last year, Jeremy Joseph Christian, 35, arrested after allegedly harassing two young women in a Portland, Oregon train. He told the women to go back to their country, then allegedly stabbed 3 bystanders when they tried to intervene. 2 of them died of their wounds. Taleshan Muridin Nakameshe and Ricky John Best, 23 and 53 respectively, died. A third, Micah Fletcher, 21, survived. Christian served 13 months in prison in 2002 for having an illegal weapon in the Multnomah County Detention Center, and was convicted in 2011 of federal charges of being a felon in possession of a firearm. He had also expressed a multitude of political views on his face page and appears to have adopted far-right extremist positions, including an admiration for Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh, support for a whites-only area in the Pacific Northwest, and support for the removal of mosques. He also gave Nazi salutes at an April free speech rally in Portland, free speech in quotes. May 16th, 2017, Broadwater County, Montana. Sheriff's Deputy Mason Moore, 42, shot and killed near Three Forks, west of Bozeman. While involved in a pursuit of a vehicle he tried to stop for a traffic violation, the occupants of the vehicle engaged highway patrol officers in gunfire through several counties while under pursuit until finally being stopped by tire deflation devices in Powell County. The vehicle's passenger, Marshall Barris, 38, continues to fire at law enforcement upon exiting the vehicle and is shot. He dies the next day. The vehicle's driver, Lloyd Barris, 68, the father of Marshall, surrendered at the scene. Lloyd has lived in Bakersfield, California, and posted pro-Trump materials on his Facebook page, as well as links to various anti-government and conspiracy theory sites. March 22nd of last year, James Harris Jackson, 28, is arrested after he turns himself in at a Manhattan police precinct where he confesses stabbing Timothy Kaufman, 66, to death with a sword on a city street March 20th after traveling to New York City to allegedly hunt and kill black men. Jackson, who is white, allegedly stabbed Kaufman, who is black, as a, quote, practice run to killing others and deterring white women from race mixing, his phrase. Jackson, an Army veteran, tells a media source following his arrest, the white race is being eroded. February 22nd of last year, Adam Purinton, 51, of Olathe, Kansas, is arrested in Clinton, Missouri after telling a bartender at an Applebee's he needed a place to hide after having killed 2 Middle Eastern men. Puritan allegedly shot 2 men in that bar after telling them to, quote, get out of my country. October 14th of last year, 3 members of a Southwest Kansas militia dubbed the Crusaders are arrested after an 8-month investigation on charges stemming from a plot to attack a housing complex in Garden City, Kansas that houses a mosque. Curtis Allen, 49, Gavin Wright, 49, both of Liberal, Kansas, and Patrick Stein, 47, of Dodge City, allegedly stocked firearms and explosives and planned to use 4 explosive-laden vehicles to attack the complex, which is home to a number of Somali immigrants. August 27, Joseph Garriulo, this is all just last year. Joseph Garriulo, 40, is arrested in Massachusetts by the FBI for allegedly threatening to kill President Obama, to burn down a mosque, and to kill Homeland Security officers. In his home, investigators find assault rifle ammunition, parts to assemble AR-15 rifles, chemicals to build incendiary explosive devices, and handwritten notes threatening violent attacks against Muslims. July 17, 2016, Gavin Eugene Long, 29, of Kansas City, Missouri, kills 3 Baton Rouge, Louisiana police officers in a coordinated ambush-style attack, then dies in a shootout with law enforcement. Long went by the name Cosmo Setaprina and had declared himself an anti-government sovereign citizen. July 7, 2016, Army reservist and Afghan veteran Micah Xavier Johnson, 25, shoots 12 police officers, killing 5 of them in downtown Dallas after a Black Lives Matter protest. 2 protesters were also wounded. Johnson barricades himself in a building at El Centro College and tells a hostage negotiator that he wanted to kill white people, especially white officers. Johnson, who has expressed support for several black separatist groups on Facebook, dies when a police robot detonates a bomb near him. He's sort of the other side of this, a black guy going after white people, but it's like, what? We're stoking racial divisions constantly? I mean, look at the kind of rhetoric that's been coming out of the Republican Party all these years. January 2nd, 2016, armed, now we're back to the year before last, armed anti-government militants occupy the Malheur National Wildlife. Well, we've seen all this stuff, lest we forget. This is happening here.